Welcome back to our 31st season of 7-Eleven Junior Hockey Magazine. I'm your host, Gino Reda. Time now for the CJHL Report. The Canadian Junior Hockey League brings together 115 teams in the 9 Junior A leagues, involving over 2,500 players from right across the country. Now joining us is Ken Pearson, the head coach and general manager of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League's Neepawa Titans, who just hit a huge milestone. Ken, welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. And you recently coached your 1,000th game in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. Can you believe that number is real?
No, to be honest, you know what, it was a little surprising. I mean, I knew it was getting close, and the next day after the game, got a text message from another coach in the league congratulating me. So we had to quickly scramble to put things together. But you know, it's gone by very quick, Gino, and a lot of good memories.
A lot of guys during their coaching careers, when they look back and who've hit a 1,000-game milestone, they can start listing all the places they've coached. You reached that milestone now in your hometown of Neepawa. How important and how special was that for you?
Yeah, you know, it was real important and special. And, you know, I started my junior career, obviously, in Neepawa as a player and then, you know, as an assistant coach. And, you know, to be able to coach my 1,000th game in the league in Neepawa, it was very exciting. Lots of family at the game. And, you know, it's just going to be that much more special, I guess, when I'm done playing and look back, or done coaching and look back and, you know, be able to say that my 1,000th game in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League was coached in Neepawa.
So you had an additional 280 games of coaching experience in the CJHL back when you spent time with the HJHL's Brook Bandits. That's a storied franchise. Battleford's North Stars, Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. They've got a rich tradition as well. When you reflect back on your career, what was it like to be a part of organizations like that are well recognized nationally?
Yeah, you know, both times I went into those organizations, they were going through, you know, a bit of a tough time. When I went to Brooks, I think I was the third coach when I went to Brooks that year, and I didn't go there till I think it was October. They hadn't won a game yet, and so to be able to kind of get the wheels in motion and start the foundation there of rebuilding that team, and it was really exciting. And you know, obviously they've gone on to great success, you know, over the last number of years, and are very well. I think the first ranked team this year in the CJHL. So, you know, and in the Battleford, same thing. You know, they won 5 games the year before I got there. We had a lot of work to do there. It was a lot of fun, great community. You know, to be able to think that you have played a part in getting that franchise back on track, and to see the success that they're still having there, you know, it's nice to see.
In conversation with Ken Pearson, the head coach and general manager of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League's Neepawa Titans, you actually spent time playing for the organization back in the 90s, right when the crust of the earth was beginning to harden. It was a while ago. I'm going to guess back in those days, you were never saying, oh, one day I'll coach these guys. You had other aspirations in mind. Walk us through your recollection of this organization, this franchise, this league back in the 90s, in comparison to now that you're a coach and a general manager in the league.
Yeah, you know what? One of my good friends, his father and a couple others, you know, got the franchise here in 1989. You know, I was a fresh-faced 16-year-old that, of course, had aspirations of still playing in the NHL. And but when we got the franchise in '89, it was like we got our NHL team. And I'll never forget the home opener, you know, where guys are coming down the stands and, you know, they're getting ready to play O Canada, and they hit the button and welcome to the jungle starts instead of O Canada. So, you know, that was maybe a sign of things to come. And, you know, but, you know, we started out, you know, practicing in the evenings at like 7:00 at night, you know, twice a week. And, you know, that continued on, you know, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old season. And, you know, probably not until in the last, you know, 10, 15 years has it gone to a program where, you know, we skate every morning, you know, at 10:00 in the morning, and guys are at the rink at 9 until 3 in the afternoon. And, you know, when I played, we slept till noon, got up, watched Days of Our Lives, and then came to practice at night. You know, that's the way it was back when I played. And, you know, we had a lot of great times throughout those years, and, you know, we still have a lot of fun and good times right now also.
What do you see in terms of support from the Neepawa community?
You know what, it's been real interesting. You know, we changed the name last year to the Titans from the Natives, and you you know what, it's just been outstanding. The community's jumped on board with that. You know, that we changed the minor hockey changed their name to the Titans, and just to see all the, you know, the Timbits and whatnot in the Titan jerseys, all the way up through the Bantams, you know, to the juniors. It's real exciting, and the community's, you know, embraced it, and that's kind of been our hashtag for the year with the change, was embrace the change. You know, obviously there was a lot of disappointed people and angry people when we did change the name, but I think we've turned that corner here in Neepawa, and people are real excited with the brand that we've put out off the ice and as well as on the ice.
As well as coaching in Neepawa, you've also had the opportunity to coach internationally. You were part of Team Canada's West coaching staff for the inaugural World Junior A Challenge back in 2006 and helped that team win gold medal. What was that experience like for you in and of itself, and also in terms of what it did to encourage you to push on in your coaching and then ultimately managing standpoint of a franchise?
Yeah, you know what, it's you look back, like that team, that Team Canada back then, you know, it was we were thrown together into a room in Calgary. Myself and, you know, Darcy Rhoda was our manager, Boris Rabalka was our head coach, Dwight McMillan and Bruno Campesi and myself, and we had, you know, 4 easels out there, and Darcy was writing names down, and we didn't have a camp. We just, you know, went through the different leagues and, you know, what we wanted to do on our top line, through our fourth line and our backup goalie, and, you know, our extra skaters. And, you know, now they have the camps. So back then, you know, just working with those guys, just outstanding guys. Obviously Dwight, one of the best Canadian junior hockey coaches around. You know, just working with those guys, I was young, fresh, lots of energy, and to see how those guys manage the players, manage themselves off the ice, you know, help mold me into my beliefs and what I try and put forward now through to my players. And you know, I learned so much from that experience. You know, the winning obviously itself was outstanding, but, you know, the time that we spent together in Yorkton, just, you know, away from the rink, talking about different hockey situations and life situations and whatnot, you know, memories that you carry on forever.
You mentioned molding character of players. It happened to you, and now you're actively doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sense of how critical it was for you to be involved at this level of the CJHL, and how important it is for kids in your community now who you're leading as a coach and general manager in Neepawa. How important is it for the kids themselves to have this?
I think it's very important. I mean, there's so many options, you know, hockey wise and beyond for the kids that, you know, when I was done playing, or even prior to when I was done playing, when I was still playing and helped as an assistant coach and I was injured, I just to be able to give back the knowledge that had been passed and been given to me by, you know, Don McGilvery, Heavy Evison, Pat Andrews, Derek Cathcart, those guys that all coached me and all, you know, give me different things that I use to this day. And I think that, you know, if you can't move on in the game as a player, it's nice to be able to pass that knowledge on to kids that are still have those aspirations to go on to play, be it major, junior, college, or pro. And you know, to be able to do it in my hometown, Gino, is even that much more important. And you know, try and get involved at the grassroots level.
Wow. Ken, congratulations on all you've accomplished. It certainly sounds like the kids you're coaching today are very, very fortunate to have you there. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Good luck, and we'll talk again down the road.
Thank you very much.
That was Ken Pearson, the head coach and general manager of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League's Neepawa Titans. And that wraps up this week's CJHL Report, the Canadian Junior Hockey League. Your future is here. Still inside 7-Eleven Junior Hockey Magazine, he was the MVP of the 2011 Memorial Cup with the St. John Sea Dogs, and now he's one of the leading scorers in the NHL. We'll check in with Jonathan Huberdeau in this week's edition of Where Are They Now? You're listening to Canada's only nationally syndicated junior hockey radio show. This is season 31 of 7-Eleven Junior Hockey Magazine. And don't forget, you can listen and subscribe to the complete podcast by checking out any of your favorite podcast platforms.